guys, it's Kavita and Stan with the Sports Convo, and we want to let you know what we think is going to happen in the AFC West.
We think the Chiefs are going to come out on top again. The rich get richer. The Chiefs drafted McCall Hardman, Tyreek Hill clone, who's going to add another weapon to Pat Mahomes. So I think they're going to be perfect on offense, and Tyreek Hill not being suspended was key to this season.
That is key, absolutely.
We're going to have those weapons. You're going to have Damian Williams again and they added Carlos Hyde as insurance. So they're going to be good there. But something that people are not focusing on are the additions, not the subtractions they made on defense. They did lose D Ford and they did lose Justin Houston, but they added Alex Okafor and Frank Clark on the ends. And Frank Clark can be a menace on the ends. So, and also they added some secondary help. So they're going to be very balanced. They got Anthony Hitchens, a middle linebacker from Dallas. So they are very talented across the board. They're making a Super Bowl run again.
Absolutely they are, and they're going to be so fun to watch this year as they were last year, and hopefully they'll make it further this year.
Look, if D Ford is not called offsides, they're hosting the Lombardi Trophy. But
yeah,
unfortunately, offsides.
Absolutely, I know that was a bad call.
Right.
So secondary, we have the Chargers.
Right, everyone's sleeper team every year. I feel like this has been going on for the last 12 years with the Chargers and Phillip Rivers. I'm kind of sick of it. You know, ad nauseum, they keep listing this as the team, and it never happens. And spoiler alert, it won't happen this year. They do have a lot of talent. Look, they have talent on both sides of the ball, good young defense, good young receivers in Mike Williams. They still have Keenan Allen. Hunter Henry's going to step up this year. The key is, when's Melvin Gordon going to report? Is he going to? They have Austin Elkafer. He might be good, but he's not Melvin Gordon. Is that his name? I don't know him personally. The other thing is the defense is good too with the young linemen, but Derwin James being out is a big injury. And he's out for an indefinite period of time, which that's the other thing. You can't depend on him, or you can't look forward to when he's going to come back. So I do think they're going to be good, but it kind of reminds me of the Utah Jazz back in the 90s with Malone and Stockton. They were always good runner-up, but they can never get over that threshold, and this is not going to be a year where they do.
I think they'll be fun to watch, but we also need to look out for the Broncos.
Do we need to look out for them? I mean, John Elway again tries to bet on another former Super Bowl winning quarterback to try to rejuvenate the team. This time not Peyton Manning, but Joe Flacco. Not really sold on this iteration of the Broncos. I don't know if Cortland Sutton is ready to step into that number one receiver role. I do think the talent's there, but I don't know about Flacco, being the one to assist him with his progression. They still have Bradley Chubb and they still have Von Miller, who's a beast, but I don't think overall they have the talent to be a contender to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know, because Joe Flacco has been up and down with the Ravens.
Right. Very up and down.
Maybe with another system, he might be able to prove himself a little bit more. They do have Philip Lindsay as a running back
who surprised instead of Royce Freeman.
Yeah, he was really surprising last year. So even though they may not be a contender for the Super Bowl, they might give us some games to watch.
They might be considered. Look, Flacco with the big arm, Cortland Sutton, Emmanuel Sanders when he comes back. They have some players, a good tight end in Noah Fant, a good one, but I just don't think. I think they're lacking. I just don't think they have the talent that the Chiefs and the Chargers do to even be competitive in that division. As competitive.
Yeah.
And then we have the Autumn Wind, also known as the Raiders. Much like the Autumn Wind, the air can move in different directions and sway differently depending on the day. So, as we've seen with Antonio Brown, where he just still can't find a helmet that fits him, I think that's going to be an ongoing issue. The Pittsburgh Steelers might have avoided a huge issue and got rid of him at the right time.
I think so.
But I think, here in week 2, after week 2, as we were discussing, I think they're getting frustrated with their newest acquisition. They gave up a 3rd round and a 5th round pick and signed him to a huge deal. And I think him not being in camp is screwing up Derek Carr and their chemistry.
Yeah, and I think that the Raiders are really trying to build until they get to Las Vegas.
Right.
And Antonio Brown, I think, is a huge piece of that, but he's really falling apart. What is happening?
You know, maybe he was always falling apart, and this has been rock bottom with him. So, but they do have talent, and you know, you always want to give Gruden a chance.
Yeah.
The Hard Knocks, you know, he has said that you know, it might be he's not into dreams, he's into nightmares. Might be a nightmare season for the Raiders this year.
Until they get into the dream
season, hopefully in Vegas. But you know, they added a couple of head cases in Vontae Burfict, Richie Incognito, along with having Antonio Brown. So the Raiders are what we think they are, just a team full of nut jobs. They do have a good safety in Jonathan Abram, who should make some good plays. But I think as they move into Vegas, as they get there, I think basically all they're doing is gambling on this season.
So for the AFC West, we have the Chiefs at number 1 with a record of 13-3. We think.
Right. I think that's what they're going to fall in. I think the Chargers will come in at 9-7 or 10-6. You know, the way, you know, a game here and there.
The Raiders will be number 3 at probably 8-8. Kind of 0.5.
Right, we think, you know, and we're hoping that Derek Carr, like I said, I'm a fan of Derek Carr. They could easily be 6-10, but we think they may get up to 7 wins, and then the Broncos will close up the AFC West with a 6-10 record.
So that's what we have for the AFC West.